Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. This is Kymbah Ganjah driving your motivation early morning. The sun just in my face. It's magnificent. It's magnificent. You know? What are you up to today, guys? What are you up to? What's on your to-do list that you're gonna tick off? Check. You know? Whether that list is actually written or you're conscientious of it being in mind. You know? I'm encouraging you, man, as I say, where there are more happy people in this world, where there are more people that are living their truth, truly discovering their purpose and expressing it, the world begins to change from a consciousness level. Do you realize how fooled you have been? Do you realize you're unraveling? How many of you realize the many shields and identities that have been placed over you that have blinded you, that have confused you, that have kept you back from your true self? How many of you realize that? Wow. 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 I gotta keep saying it like this, man. Wow. How deep in this murkiness, in this darkness are some of you? The next question is, when will you get out? Here's another one. How serious are you in getting out? How much work are you willing to put in? Is the work that you are doing now for that purpose of finding your true self and for you to start to live in the real world? In the real world. Some people might be saying, what is Kymbah talking about? Because if you're not there yet, you're going to be like, what is she talking about? Real world and all. Guys, just ask the universe, ask God to start revealing truth to you. Just ask that fervently. Let that be your prayer today. Let that be your prayer tomorrow. Let that be your prayer. Please reveal truth to me. Guys, you don't have to go through no one to have access to God. Some of you may have to channel it through a angel guide, because you are not at that place of belief. When you fall into the real world, just think about it like this. When you fall into heaven, because the real world is going to open you up to truth that you can no longer deny. So you need to get it like that. The illusional world keeps you in fear, in lies, in deception. Whenever someone had to lie, and think back at any little lie you might have told or big lies. Yeah, they carry different weight. They are what they are, but they do carry different weight. Guys, listen to me. What you call sin and all that stuff, they carry different weight. The deeper you are in the pit, guys, it's going to take more work for you to get out. But I'll show out these dynamics to you. If you seek wisdom, you might be deeper down than others. But if you seek wisdom and believe in the truth of that wisdom, you might get out faster than someone who was not as deep down as you. It depends on where you're getting your help from. Some of you have teamed up with the enemy What are the enemies? What are the enemies? Let me give you some example, okay? If you stole something, take what was not given to you. And when you look around right now, your teammate, your battle buddy, is the one who helped you steal, you might be in the deeper state of murkiness, because you're teaming up with those that have assisted you in your darkness. You ever heard of a situation where the cheater ends up the one with the one they cheated with? And they're like, oh, we got it, man. We got it. Tick, 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 tock, guys. Tick, 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 tock. The thief ends up with the thief that they stole with. Now they start a gang. And that gang multiplies, yeah? Multiplies. These are the principalities and powers in higher places that you fight, that becomes a part of many of the systems and the identities that keeps you back. Because you're telling yourself you want to be better. And from the simple appearance, it looks as if a lot of people are doing better. But they carry a lot of weight in their spiritual self, in the unseen dynamics, where the truth seekers that is open up to the true world can penetrate and see into your deception. And we call you out. We see into your lies and we're not questioning it. We just call you out. It's called heaven's authority. You're given heaven's authority. You can call out the demons. Huh? You can call out the deceptions. Right? You can call out the hypocrisy. Okay? You can call out their fears. So the Christian principle that began my base, or that principle that started my base before I evolved into truth and the real, taught me through the book that cemented their faith that some people still cannot interpret. They need a minister to interpret for them because they're not living in meditation. Guys, the Holy Spirit is within you, meaning you're a spirit being. You're connected to the spiritual dynamics. We can speak this from a more new age way, you know? Because as I say, a lot of people try to own me. Who is Kim? I'm not your typical, man. I'm not your typical. We're a part of the Godhead. So if I don't sound and fit into your construct, deal with it. Deal with it. Guys, when I'm firepower, I'm still okay. I'm still okay. I'm firepower. This is how I want to express myself. This is how I want to project my voice. These are my gesticulations. This is how I want to do it. So let it touch you the way it should touch you. I'm still the happy camper. Huh? That can smile, laugh. Make a joke that's worthy of laughing about. Not a joke that will deceive you and trick you. You know? If you get tricked, then you're just not there yet. You can't trick me. When you think you may trick those enlightened ones, you don't even understand how much light beings are around them. That when you think you stabbed some of us in the back, when you think you gave us the rotten pie to eat, and you think you got us now, you don't even realize that our army was there looking out for us. So we don't have to live in paranoia or live paranoid. Saying, oh my God, is it going to be all right? No, guys, we're part of a majestic army, man. You're powerless. Darkness has no power. Darkness has no power. Guys, I'm trying to tell you something. I have been like, you know, I have been like, listen. It's real out there. It's real. People, there are people fighting malicious ways inside of them. And it breeds because from they were young, from they were babies. You got to understand, I can take some of you back to your roots. Let me tell you what's happening with a lot of people. From they were babies, they were lied to. Yesterday I did a posting about some of you who were created in the light, some in the darkness, and some in the in-between, you know? Those that the makeout started maybe in the darkness, and they say turn the light on, or it started in the light and they say turn the light off. You might think those things don't mean much. I don't give a damn what you want to think. Just listen and maybe one thing will pop out at you. Okay? So some were created with those dynamics going on. And it started a foundation that grew into something. So some of my other postings was, what kind of seed are you, man? Who are you? You got to find out who you are. Because some of you are trying to be what you're not. And it causes issues with others. You see, many... I'm so happy, man. I'm so happy, man. That's all I can say. Because I